Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a very long time since I've posted a video here on YouTube. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me in some of the comment sections on the video, am I going to do another earnings video? Yes, I am going to be doing another earnings video. Next week I would like to do a 12-hour shift point of view for you guys to watch, so you can see how much you're able to earn in 12 hours. 12 hours is like the ultimate shift time for me. And when I say 12 hours, I mean from the time I turn on my app up to 12 hours. I may also have a break. And yeah, we're going to see how much I can make. Updates. So obviously we have more news of lockdowns coming our way. Today, the 23rd of October 2020, Wales has now gone into a full lockdown. I believe UK London, we're in tier 2, probably going to be going into tier 3. So things aren't looking good for us as private hire drivers. A lot of our clientele has now gone. Not many people are going to airports. Not many people are going to work. A lot of people are working from home. I'd say about 70%. Not many people are going out. Number one, because the pubs and restaurants close early at 10 o'clock, and also a lot of people just don't want to go out. And then you've got the new rule now in London or in the south of England where you're not allowed to mix with another household inside their house. There's a lot against us at the moment, but you can still make money, and that's what I want to show you next week. The 12-hour shift, so do stay tuned for that. What I wanted to speak about though in this video, guys, is Uber's fixed fares. Uber introduced it at the start of this month, and I kind of wanted to give you my opinions, my thoughts on the whole fixed fare system. So how fixed fare basically works is Uber will send you a job, and unlike before where it's in between two prices, now Uber will give you a fixed fare. So let's make an example. Point A to point B, £5.50. Now how Uber says that they calculate this is on the average time, quickest route between those 2 points. But before I continue, I do need to get this point out. On Uber's app, when they send you a job and you use their navigation system, haven't you noticed that they always make sure to do the longest route? I'll give you an example. I remember one time I had a job from Gatwick Airport, and it was going to somewhere like Stratford, and Uber basically recommended me to go on the M25 anti-clockwise and then basically cut through into East London. Can't remember the exact route, but the actual shorter distance route would have just been, go up the A23 straight up through London and then, go into the city. So this is the issue that I want to talk about, because as a customer now, when you book a taxi, you're going to see a fixed price, and that's the price that you're going to have in mind. Now what Uber say is if the trip significantly, can't even pronounce the word, so do bear with me, if the trip significantly goes up in terms of time or distance, then the fare will change. So with that being said, if for example there's a road closure, because there are plenty of road closures at the moment, you only have to ask the London black taxis, then you're maybe going to have to take a longer route, or it's going to take you a longer time, and you will get paid more. And what will actually happen in the app, instead of seeing the fixed price, it will be like the old style where they give you a breakdown based on the base fare, based on the time and the distance. However, on the flip side, as a customer, I can imagine that some will say, well, I was quoted £5.50 for this journey, I'm not going to be paying any more than that. I'm sure Uber probably haven't made this clear to customers. In fact, I could probably go on the app now and look for myself. So I've got the Uber passenger app open now, and I'm currently actually in Epsom by the station, and I'm going to put it to Purley, which is not very far from here. and it's given me a fixed price of £16.56. I'm not sure if you can see that clearly, but yeah, that's the price. That's for an Uber X. It doesn't tell me anything about if my ride is more, or sorry, if the time is longer, or the driver has to take a different route, then I'll be charged more. So as a customer, I might just see that, and then I'll be in the private hire vehicle with my driver, and then, you know, he may just take a longer route, or it may take longer time, and he might not tell me, I might not notice, but then at the end of it, I've got a higher bill. So I wonder if Uber are going to take that out of the driver's pocket, or just tell the customer that's how it is. But the thing with Uber is that they don't tell the customer in advance, which I think they should. So that's kind of how the whole fixed fare system works. And in my opinion, I don't like it, because, all right, fair enough, it's more clear, it's more upfront. Now, instead of, also another thing now with the fixed fare is, before Uber would show you the price before the commission, now they actually show you what you'll get when the commission's taken away, which is a lot more transparent. But to be honest with you, I could work it out myself, especially if you've been doing this job for more than a year. I would like to see Uber bring back the old school system where you get paid per mile, per minute, and the base fare was changed actually a few months ago where it can vary, but that I was okay with. But now that Uber have then made the price fixed, I see it as a problem. Not so much that, you know, it's more or less the same as before, but I can see there being an issue with some customers that will probably say, well, I was quoted this price and now it's changed, why? And Uber, most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, will go with what the customer wants, because that's what they're about, pleasing the customer and the driver, you know. Lastly, guys, you might be wondering what I'm doing right now. Well, it's a Saturday night and I've managed to end up in Epsom. I'm about 3 hours into my shift and I'm on about a tenner an hour at the moment, to be fair, and I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that once the pubs close, that I'll get a few surge jobs and that will kind of even things out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you want to know more information about Uber's fixed fares, just go onto their website. If you're a driver, they've probably already sent you an email. I just wanted to give you my opinion on what I think about it. As a last note as well, Uber need to stop this reduction of fares. I understand that we're in a pandemic, but it's destroying the industry. It is really destroying the industry, because Uber, they don't leave no middle ground, because they just drop their prices so low that the local minicab companies then have to charge the same, otherwise they'd be out of business. And then the black cab drivers, you know, I've heard some of them on YouTube saying that they've made £30 in a shift in these times. A black taxi driver, that is mental. So Uber, I understand it's a pandemic at the moment, we're in a lockdown, but, you know, even offering drivers 15% commission until this pandemic's over, that would really help us out a lot. Customers wouldn't be affected, you'd still get quite a fair cut, and, you know, we'd get a little bit more money for our hard work. And I remember Ola done this, and now Ola have lost their license, so it is what it is. I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Sorry that I haven't uploaded a video in so long. I have been busy, but I do promise you that next week I am going to commit to a 12-hour shift. I'll even put the timer on my phone so that you know that we're going to go in for the full one. Anyway, guys, have a lovely weekend. If you're watching this video, it's actually a Saturday, so yeah, have a good Saturday and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week.